We'll see temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s on the coast this weekend. Water temperature is right there in the mid 80s, so it is a little warm in the water even as well. Our wind will be a breezy on Saturday. It does drop a bit into Sunday, which is a big bonus for things like surfing. And waves, though. Waves are going to stay 1 to 2 feet, which isn't great for surfing unless you've got that longboard. We are looking at a low rip current risk, but still keep an eye on those flags. A low rip current risk does not mean a zero rip current risk. So there's still always a chance for rip currents, especially with sandbars. Now we're dealing with hot conditions because of high pressure, but that high is going to slide a bit more to the west and then weaken a bit as we head into next week. What that means is, while the high is strong over us, we still are dealing with a major heat risk through about Saturday. But then we start to see lighter wind as we get into Sunday, and then a few storms may be able to sneak in as that high slides off to the west. That would be late Saturday and into Sunday. So here's the heat risk I was talking about. We do have a pocket of extreme heat risk there into the brush country, but most of the major risk far west. That changes on Saturday. We do get up to a major risk of heat-related illness for anyone that may be working outside. So Saturday may not be the best day for yard work. We improve those conditions at least a little bit on Sunday. But of course, the earlier you get that kind of stuff done, the better. Taking a look at our temperatures and heat index values. Now, heat index values are still going to kind of be flirting with heat advisory criteria. We get up there Saturday. Notice that Monday we see a pretty high air temperature, but our heat index stays about where it is. So we're talking 110 still for your heat index. It's mostly just hanging out right there below 110 as we head into next week. So I do think Saturday we see higher temperatures, especially for the brush country, but then we drop the humidity just a tad into early next week. As far as our heat index values go for tomorrow, we're talking 108 Corpus Christi, 110 Romstown, up to 112 in Kingsville. We'll be around 101 or so there on the beach. For your Friday forecast, hour by hour, air temperature wise, will be in the 90s by 11 a.m. and then we'll stay in the upper 90s through about 5 p.m., falling into the low 90s by 6 p.m. Those winds still breezy tomorrow. Some gusts may reach 25 miles per hour, especially in the afternoon when it shifts a bit more out of the southeast. Now let's talk rain. I mentioned there's a window for some rain to sneak in. That would be Saturday, late Saturday, and into Sunday. So here it is on Futurecast. We're going to see a weak little front that sneaks in. That's going to cause a little bit of convection. So what happens on Saturday is our moisture increases along the front because it kind of, whatever moisture is available in the atmosphere, it gets squished right over kind of San Antonio Saturday afternoon. And that's going to allow for a few pop-up storms. It doesn't look like anything crazy. Those storms will slide into the coastal bend Saturday evening. We could see an outflow boundary as the front is weakening, set up on Sunday, allowing for a few pop-up storms Sunday afternoon as well before we see our rain chances really go away into next week. We're looking at really sunny conditions as we head into next week. Now in the tropics, no new tropical activity expected over the next 7 days. We've got some Saharan dust hanging out there in the Atlantic basin. Now in the Pacific, we do have a weakening system now. Tropical storm Guinevere. It was a hurricane. Now it has weakened, but it is creating some bigger waves there across the western Pacific coast of the United States. As far as our 7-day forecast goes, temperatures may be the hottest on Monday or Saturday. Those could both be eyeing for the hottest day of the week with a brief drop on Sunday thanks to a few storms in the area. We see lots of sunshine as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The reason those numbers are a little bit lower is because that high pressure has slid off to the west, and additionally, we're going to see a little bit more humidity creep back in there for the second half of the week, but not a ton of cloud coverage. So our overnight lows there Monday especially could stay in the mid 70s. So that would be nice. We've got more news after this.